kitchen. Today we are making banana bread. 2 bananas, butter, brown sugar, an egg, vanilla, flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and chocolate chips. So far I've mixed the dry ingredients and we're about to do the liquid ingredients, and then we will work on the crumble, which is the best part. It's cold butter, brown sugar, white sugar, flour, cinnamon, pinch of salt. So I've just received the unfortunate news that they are selling my house, and it officially sold, and I'm the tenant that lives here. And I think I've lived here for about 2 years now. It'll be 3 years in October, and it's been the best. I mean, it's the most perfect home. It has everything I could ever need, minus a bathtub. It's on my future home dream list. But it's really bittersweet because the person that they're selling it to is a developer. So they're going to tear down this house, which I think is the most heartbreaking part, because I've built so many memories here and it's so quaint and beautiful, and I love my neighbors, and it's just so special. And when you tear down those memories, it's like tearing down a piece of your world and your nostalgia. You know, you don't even get the opportunity to come back when you're older or drive down the road and see the house you used to live in. It'll just be gone and replaced by big, giant, multi-million-dollar houses to make a buck. So we're gonna make banana bread, and we're gonna romanticize the heck out of my house until they force me to move out, which hopefully they allow me to stay until the end of my lease in October. But anything could happen. I believe my lease, I've read through it multiple times, double checked it, and as far as I know, I can stay until October. But who knows what'll happen in October, whether they are already building and it's like torture to live here because they're building, or they raise the rent in October, or they kick me out and say, sorry, you have to leave, we're tearing it down. I guess the ideal scenario would be something amazing happens from God, and that could be anything. It could be meeting someone, falling in love, and building and buying a house together. It could be getting in a financial situation where I could buy a house. It could be just the next step of renting and finding another beautiful rental to live in, which I'm completely open to. Anything could happen. I could move in with my neighbors. I could move in with a friend. I mean, anything could happen, and honestly, I'm open. I just think the most heartbreaking part is the fact that they're going to tear this house down that carries so much love and history and memories. So I'm back on the vlogs, and my goal is to document my life and to cherish this season and document the heck out of this house because I love it. And I don't want it to be torn down, so let's make some banana bread and just enjoy this season, enjoy this house, cherish it. So we're gonna make banana bread, and I've already mixed, or I've got the dry ingredients here, so we're gonna mix these up. I wish that you could smell it because it smells incredible. I am going to get the hand mixer out because that's just like a big brain decision. When I initially started the vlog, my goal was to get out of my own way and break this weakness of mine called procrastination. And I do think I made some strides in that. I noticed a lot of areas in my life where I wouldn't do something unless it was perfect, and I feel like I did start to get out of my own way. I did just start to get busy and overwhelmed and kind of took a step back, and it's nice that I have the freedom to do that and I don't have to rely on it as for any sort of income to make it work. I want to get in a good rhythm where I can enjoy it and create. I absolutely love it. And just also not feel burdened by it because I absolutely love it. I love to create. I love making these videos. They're so fun. I just really want to make sure that I can get in a good routine and habit where I can enjoy it. Because I really want to. I want to do it more often. I want to enjoy the process. One of my best friends, Zach, has a YouTube channel, and I really admire just how he makes such amazing projects with so much editing and research and love that he puts into every single project. I mean, it's really admirable and it's inspiring. And what it makes me want to do is get a PC, redo my desk setup, and just really enjoy living at my desk. This is going to be so good, people. And then we're going to do a cup of chocolate chips, but I really want it to just be however many I feel like, which might end up being a whole bag. I mean, there's hardly any left in here. I might as well do the rest. But let me mix this to see what we're working with. I may have overmixed it, but it should be fine. Yeah, we're going to do the whole bag. In the tea rash. So I put brown sugar in here, but I didn't put any regular sugar in here. Is that normal? Yeah, I guess. It doesn't say on there to add sugar, which is odd. I don't remember adding sugar, but I know there's sugar in the crumble. I was told by several people on the internet to coat your chocolate chips in flour before you put them in here so they don't sink to the bottom, and I forgot. So who freaking cares? Let's do this. We are going to put it in here, and then we're going to do the crumble on top. I'm completely out of this stuff. Let's pop it in here. Delish. Check it out, peeps. While I have been gone from the vlogs, I have focused on work, budgeting, just a lot of stuff in my personal life, enjoying singleness, getting closer to God, and it's been a really beautiful season. I'm really glad I took it for myself, honestly, and I'm happy to be back to just recording and documenting. Now we're going to do the crumble. 2 capital T's of butter is supposed to be cold butter. 2 tea brown sugar. This is the best part of the banana bread is the crumble. So you just do not want to skip this part. I love brown sugar. It smells like memories. 2, and then 2 tablespoons of white sugar. We need 1/4 cup of flour, and then a half, and then a little bit of cinnamon, which honestly, you can put however much cinnamon you want, in my opinion. You don't want too much cinnamon, obviously, but you can be fun with it. Put enough in there to make it feel cinnamony. A pinch of salt, which I just put here, and then it should be good. Let's mix this up. And most of the time, this is something that you need to do with your hands. Stick them in the ring dish that my good friend Daniela got for me. The only thing is I'll forget to put those back on. We've got our mixture with our butter. I like to just squeeze it all around the butter. And then we'll break up the butter and get all of the toppings attached. So the crumbles are the dry butter, or the cold butter. I think that's looking good. Those are the crumbles. All right, let's add them to the top. Anytime there's crumbles on something like cinnamon bread or coffee cake at Starbucks, I'm like, yeah, give me some of that. So this is like literally my favorite recipe that I make. This and the protein balls that I got that recipe from my good friend Katie. So let me show you what these crumbles are looking like. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That looks incredible. So let's pop this girl into the oven. Look at that. Look at that crumble. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. So let's pop her in the oven. Set a timer for 35 minutes. 35-minute timer started. So while we let that bake, we are going to plan out my meals for the next couple of days. And I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. I don't do this all the time, but when I do, it seriously sets me up for success. And what I like to do, I've already gotten groceries for the week. But what I'll typically do is go to Pinterest. And I have this board that I made. It's called What Should I Eat? And I just started pinning my absolute favorite, easiest, mouth-watering meals that I know that I can whip up quickly for myself. They're going to be good. They're going to have protein. And they're just going to make me happy. So I'll put a link to this Pinterest board below so you can follow it if you're interested. But I think what really would make this work for you is creating your own board and pinning the stuff that makes your mouth water and I don't know, just sets you up for success. So I'm going to look at this board and I'm going to think, ooh, what sounds good this week? Like, what would I look forward to? One of the things that I would like to make today to kind of prepare for the week are my favorite little dates snack. So what's today? It's Friday. Oh my gosh. So I guess we're planning for the weekend and next week. So let's kind of just come up with a weekend meal plan. And then we'll do, today is Friday. And we've obviously got the banana bread. I think for breakfast on top of that, I could do boiled egg or sausage. I mean, I have so many things I could make. So I'm just like, what should I make? One of my favorite things to make is Erickson. I can't remember the brand of sausage, but I like to make all of it and then just eat it throughout the week. So I think I'll start with that. And then on days where I'm just starting out like this, I like to keep it as simple as possible. So I do think I'm just going to boil 2 eggs. And then I'm going to make my absolute favorite dip, which is my deviled egg dip. Okay, so that's going to be breakfast for today. And it's only 10 a.m. So if I make it like a big breakfast, it could kind of go into lunchtime. For like early dinner, late lunch, we could just have like a steak or a big panini or anything really. I mean, there's so many options on here. So I am going to make the dates. So that'll be the other snack. So it's dates, butter, dark chocolate, and sea salt. And I've got that flaky sea salt. It's so good. Let's see what we should make for dinner. Okay. So let's do my favorite bowl. It's a ground beef. And then I'll put a little bit of taco seasoning. I will just do sour cream. And I get the Mexican like crema. It's so good. And then I like to put sweet potatoes in there. And it's super simple. I just put them in the air fryer. And then I'll put them on top of the ground beef once that's made, and then a bunch of sour cream. And sometimes I might throw a little bit of cinnamon in there just to add a little something, but it's incredible. And I could also put a little bit of avocado in there because I've got those little avocado cups. So let's do that for dinner. I'll be honest, just planning this out makes me look forward to eating so much more. When I don't have a plan and I'm just shooting in the dark, I hate eating. I hate planning. It's just torture, honestly. So this is so good for so many reasons. It just makes my life better. It's everything to me. So yeah, I love it. Last week I made these sticky notes with all my meals and snacks on them, and I put them on my vanity mirror, so when I was getting ready I was looking forward to what I was going to make. So Tuesday we had breakfast sandwich on sourdough, 3 eggs, bacon, cheese, avocado, and a peach as a little side. And then my snack was my coconut dip that I love to make with an apple. It's got cinnamon and maple, and then blueberries and strawberries on the side. And let me know if you want me to show you that coconut dip. It's divine. And then for dinner was the beef bowl with the sweet potato, avocado, sour cream. And then a protein shake was just a little bit of extra protein, whether that was before, after, or during my workout. Last Wednesday, we had a yogurt bowl, granola, fruit, honey, and boiled egg for breakfast. And then for a snack, we had chips and guac and a protein shake, paninis on sourdough with tomato soup, balsamic tomato and turkey and pesto. It's one of my favorite paninis to make. And then for dinner, we had pulled chicken on a quesadilla with cheese, avocado, guac, and crema, which is so delicious. Then this meal, Thursdays, were a sourdough toast with jam, bacon, sausage, and egg. And then I made my butter dates with chocolate and then had almonds and cheese. And then for dinner, I had a burger with cheese, ketchup, and sweet potato with no bun. So I'll kind of use those for inspiration as I'm cleaning out the rest of my week. My Pinterest board just has all these amazing, easy meals that I love that are personal to my own diet. Like this is steak, avocado, and watermelon. That's pretty much all I need to be satiated. Or boiled egg, steak, and avocado. Got the everything bagel seasoning, salt and pepper. Just really simple meals that get everything in. I love a grilled cheese and tomato soup. That's one of my favorite meals ever. I really want to try to make these baked sweet potato and black bean tacos. Those look divine. And then obviously a good bagel sandwich I'm obsessed with. I just bought bagels. I've got avocado, I've got eggs, and I've got little tomatoes. I don't know if they would be the best for this option, but we've got them. Yeah, I just highly recommend making a board of foods when you're really just like, what should I eat right now? And it's called What Should I Eat? And then I just hop on here and I'm immediately inspired. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna make a chicken pesto caprese wrap because I've got pesto. I don't have any spinach, but I do have little tomatoes. I've got oil, I've got cheese, and I've got chicken, and I've got balsamic. So I could easily whip this up for lunch if I wanted to. I actually might do this week because I've got everything for it. Might as well. It looks like my microphone died, so I am just going to do a voiceover while I do this. So the banana bread is ready, and I am going to pull it out of this pan, and boom, look how easily it came out. It smells amazing. Like, seriously, I wish you could smell through the phone. Okay, let's go ahead and cut off a slice and see what we're working with. This is where I put the chopsticks in, so there's a little bit of a hole in there, but oh my gosh. It looks so good. Okay, I have to show you a close up. Look at that banana bread. I mean, that looks amazing. Can you believe how good this looks? Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to try this. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, that is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm obsessed. You have to make this. This is the perk of having bananas go bad, is making divine banana bread. This couldn't have gone better. I'm so happy about this. And then after I ate this banana bread, I just started reminiscing and thinking about life and looking around at my house and thinking about how much stuff I have. And if I'm going to move, I'm probably going to live somewhere smaller or downsize. And I have so much stuff. So downsizing is definitely going to be a challenge, but I think I'm going to start listing things and start the process of downsizing and selling some stuff and really just getting down to owning and having things that I love with all my heart. Okay, I just made sausage, and while it was on the stove, I would come in here and do workouts in between. So I did push-ups, went and checked on it, came back, did some Russian twists, and then went and checked on it, flipped it over, came back, did whatever I did, went back, and they were ready. And so I might do one small little workout again before I go and eat. And here's what we have waiting for me. I'm going to enjoy some of this after working out, and then I'll save the rest for leftovers. I'm also going to enjoy some raspberries because I've been loving them this summer. So I decided to paint my nails before Emily and I go see a movie tonight. And I just filed them. I'm going to paint them with this coral. But wait until you see how bright this coral actually is. I was just thinking to myself, I have so many paint colors. I just need to start using them. Like, when am I ever going to use this bright coral? Never. So I just need to use it now. Oh, I hear Frankster. This is a gel nail polish, and it's just the way to go. I don't like scrape my nails all up before I apply it. It's nice to just be able to peel it off in a couple of days and do another color. It's not like I'm spending $50 on it, so it doesn't matter to me if it peels off quickly. And I can get them all done in 15 minutes, so it's not a huge time suck either. It's just the best, honestly. I love doing my nails. It's always been one of my favorite little things to do for myself. When I was a kid, I had all these little nail stamps where you could like transfer the nail on a metal plate with stamps on them, and like this rubber thin mallet that would transfer the nail polish onto the nail. And my grandma got me those, and I loved them so much. I honestly might still have them, maybe in the storage unit or something, but I need to get a hold of those because those were so much fun and I loved them so much. I loved doing nails. I did orange on this hand and pink on this hand. I really like it. I think it's fun. It's so dark. It's so bright. It is so bright. We're downtown Frank, right? Me too. Yeah, it really is. Here's your dog. Massive dog. We just got our tooth fixed. Let's go in. After you. I'll just Stolen Kingdom. This is going to be so cute. There's no line. I have no idea what this documentary is about. Honestly, Emily was like, hey, guess what's playing at the Franklin Theater? And I was like, what? She's like, the documentary about people breaking into Magic Kingdom or something. And I was like, oh, nice. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it, but let's freaking go. And here we are. And it starts in 30 minutes. We've got our popcorn. covered in butter. Ew.
What brought you into the world of Disney trafficking?
Well, Disney trafficking. That's a good term. That's a different thing. Yeah, that does happen though. Well, I was always kind of in this world.
Okay,
If you get one, will you give it to me? Oh.
it was for the vlog. I need, how would you rate that?
That was like really good, like 10 out of 10.
That was a 10 out of 10 experience, I have to say.
I didn't know there was going to be a Q&A at the end.
That was a perk.
That was. I wish we had Patrick. The guy from the film.
Emily and I just left the show. Stolen Kingdom. Okay, so I don't think they mentioned Netflix, but they did say Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And Letterbox. What else? Blu-ray next year. Yep. I would rate that experience a 10 out of 10. What other questions do you have?
What would you steal if you could from any of the Disney parks?
Okay, honestly, I was thinking about this. I would steal probably... There was an animatronic in my head that I was thinking about and I can't remember right now anymore. Frick. Now I'm on the spot. I can't remember. I would probably say an animatronic. Probably the old redhead from Pirates of the Caribbean before they switched to the new redhead. Or maybe, get this, Pirates of the Caribbean, the guy that's dangling from the bridge, I would steal his dirty foot. Everyone knows that foot. Okay. That was great. I remember what I was going to say. Here, flip it. Okay, I remember what I was going to say, what I was going to steal. I would steal either the dog or the pumpkin from the fall scene in the Carousel of Progress. There's probably a ton of stuff I would steal from the Carousel of Progress, including that shaker machine that girl goes on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I would steal that. What would you steal from Disney World if you could steal anything?
I would steal the keys out of the dog's mouth on Pirates of the Caribbean.
That is goated. I gotta put it on you.
Maybe also some of the gold that Captain Jack Sparrow is sitting in.
Oh my gosh. Does anybody want to tell us what they would steal from Disney World?
Anything, but also I would steal the Stitch, like creeped out, like the thing. Also anything from the Haunted Mansion. Oh my god, I would steal the purple lady from the ballroom in Haunted Mansion, her dress, and it would be the only thing I'd ever wear.
I would steal a Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster.
Ooh, that's
I feel like it would be a fun little, especially if it has like a laser still attached to it.
I would take one of the costumes from, maybe just the hat from the Tower of Terror costumes that they wear. I love that little hat.
Yes.
And I would wear the hat.
Figment's tail. It wags. I know it detaches. I will take it.
A girl in Small World, and she's Dutch, and her shoes go like this.
Yes!
That's my
That's so cute. Oh, I love your hat, by the way. That's so cute. This is so cute. Okay, we stopped at this rooftop bar.